Okay, you can keep your eyes open or closed, but try not to focus on anything around you. So just focus on yourself. If you keep your eyes open, make the focus soft and relax. And maybe you feel like you want to sigh or yawn, everything is fine. Just make sure that you're comfortable. Try to feel how you're sitting. And sometimes it's easier when you close your eyes to just focus. So you can just relax. And be aware of your body. Try to feel if you can relax the way you're sitting right now and change your position if you feel like it. Try to relax your hips and like you can sink into the floor or your cushion. And breathe slowly, in and out. Try to feel how you're sitting. How is your posture? And try to lengthen your back, straighten your back. And maybe you can feel if you're sitting very forward or backwards. And try not to be too active. So don't strain yourself. But don't slump. Try to focus that you can relax your abdomen a little bit so it can move along with your breathing. When you breathe in, your tummy goes outward slightly. When you breathe out, it relaxes. And you can put a hand around your navel to feel that if you want. Try to relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and also your face. So try to relax your face. Frown between your brows. So make it soft. You can make your eyes and your eyelids soft, your cheeks, your jaw, and your mouth. And from that way, being relaxed, you can follow your breathing. Just follow. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to force anything. Just follow your breathing. In and out. And take your time to follow that rhythm. And try to feel that your whole body can relax. And maybe you feel that you want to move something. You can slightly move your head if you like. Let your ear hang to the right. And then your left ear, let it hang towards your left shoulder. If you want to open your eyes, you can always do so, but you can keep them closed as well if you like. And try to synchronize the movement with your breath. So slightly move your head from left to right. When you breathe out, you let it hang to one side. When you breathe in, you come back up. Or you can turn your head. Turn it left, turn it right. And back to the center. If you want to move your head up and down, like you're nodding yes, and make sure that your neck stays long. So you reach with your chin instead of letting your back hang backwards. So feel whatever movement suits you right now. You can make a circle. Like making a circle with your nose in the air in front of you. Try to keep the movement soft. And you can just take your shoulders along with the movement. Whatever movement it is. Maybe you want to roll them backwards, one and then the other. Maybe you want to bring them to the front, together, one after the other. If you want to, you can take your back into that movement. Sway slightly from left to right. You can let your hands become free of your legs and make small circles with your wrists. Whatever movement feels good for you, just feel what you like, what would be nice. And then slowly come back to the middle. Keep your back straight. And take a deep breath in and slightly out. On your next breath in, take your arms up. And when you breathe out, come back in Namaste in front of your heart. Breathe out through the nose when you come down. We do it 2 more times. Breathe in, come up with both arms above your head. Breathe out, relax. Make them come down in front of your heart. Breathe in through the nose 1 more time. And breathe out either through your nose or through your mouth. Slowly back down. On your next breath in, you can stretch your arms horizontally. And then when you breathe out, you put one hand on the floor and the other one you turn slightly and you come back up. When you breathe in, come back up. And when you breathe out, you go the other way. One hand on the ground, the other one up and over. So you stretch both sides of your body. Breathe in, come up horizontally with your arms. Breathe out the other way. Find your own rhythm, your own breathing. In, come up, out, you go to one way or the other. And 1 more time. And when you breathe out, you lean towards one side and you can stay there for a little bit. Try to lift your sternum slightly so you keep sit up straight. Try to sit on the ground with both cheeks, so make sure that you have some weight on both sitting bones. When you breathe in, come back up. And when you breathe out, you go to the other side and you can stay there for a little bit. Try to keep your breathing nice and slow. And you're always free to come back, so you can make the posture a bit easier to come up more, or you can just come out of the posture totally. When you breathe in, come up. And when you breathe out, you can come all the way down. So you can relax your head, you can relax your back, all the way down to the front. Take a few deep breaths. Relax your tummy. Slowly in and out. Just relax. And when you breathe in, you can roll yourself up slightly, and then you can bring your hands together in front of your chest, in front of your sternum. Try to lift your elbows slightly, so your under part of your arms is horizontal, and then you can twist from one side to the other. Find your own pace, your own rhythm. You can use your breath if you want to. And try to just move your body. Keep your hands together in front of the sternum so they don't move individually from the body. And try to feel how far you want to twist. Don't strain yourself. Don't force the movement. Just let your body move and just feel what happens. And try to make the movement fluent. And slowly come back to the middle. And then come on your hands and on your knees. Try to keep your hands under your shoulders your knees under your hips. You can always just use your fists if your wrists are hurting a little bit. And try to relax. And when you breathe in, just let your belly hang down. So you hollow your back without effort. And when you breathe out, pull your navel towards your back. Make a round back all the way from your hips to your neck. You can pull in your head slightly. And when you breathe in, you slowly hollow your back again. And you can lift your head. Breathe out. You can use a little bit power to just make the back round. And when you breathe in, make it hollow again. Try to use your breath again for the movement. So use your whole breath to make a hollow back and to make a round back. And try to keep your hips above your knees, so you only move your upper body. And when you breathe in, come back to neutral positions. Curl your toes beneath your feet and slowly walk your hands towards your knees. Take your knees off the mat. And you can stretch your knees slightly. If you have high blood pressure, come up. Don't let your head hang down. Otherwise, you can just let yourself hang forwards. You can always hold your elbows, or you put your fingertips on the ground if you can reach the floor. Make sure your knees are bent, so your lower back can relax. You can just hang there. Try to keep your weight evenly on the front and the back of your feet. Relax your toes, let yourself hang slightly. Maybe you want to move a little bit with your knees. So you can move your lower back a little bit and try to feel what's comfortable for you. Any movement is okay. You're always free to come up and move as long as you like. And then you can bend your knees as far as possible so you can reach with your fingertips on the floor and then straighten your back. If you bend your knees a little bit more, the movement might be easier. So make sure you can easily make your back straight. And then when you breathe in, you keep your left hand on the floor, your right hand comes up all the way into the air. So you make a twist. Try to decide how far you want your arm to reach up and try to keep your knees in a similar position. So you twist from the hips. Breathe in and out slowly. Try to lift your sternum. You can always look with your head in the same direction as the hand. And when you breathe out, let your hand back down. When you breathe in, you go the other way. Lift your other hand. If you want to, you can turn your head. Try to keep your back straight, your knees bent, and breathe. So don't force yourself. Make it a nice movement. It's okay if you have to work for it. It's not okay if it hurts. So keep breathing. Make a long neck. And when you breathe out, let your hand come back down. Keep your knees bent. Activate your muscles a little bit in your tummy and roll yourself slightly up. Keep your head relaxed until you're all the way up. And if you want to, you can sigh or take a few deep breaths. Maybe you want to wiggle or move. Okay, we're going to the first movement. With your right leg, you take a step back as far as you like. Just make a decent step and try to keep your hips towards the front of the mat. So don't open your right hip, but keep them towards the front. You can always make the step a little bit wider. So put your left foot more to the left, right foot more to the right. Sometimes that makes it easier for your hips to turn to the front of your mat. You can put your hands together in front of your heart, relax your shoulders, and bend your front leg, your front knee. Not too far. Try to keep your knee above your ankle, not over it. And try to distribute the weight evenly over both feet. Activate your abdomen a little bit. And try to pull your tailbone down. So you have a little stretch in the lower back, even though you might feel some pressure. Try to keep your balance, try to keep your weight distributed evenly, and try to breathe. Try to feel how you still have room in your belly to move. So the breathing is not going up, it's still going down. Okay. When you breathe out, you slowly come with your weight towards your front leg, and you can keep your back toe on the floor if you like. It's a balancing pose. If you have a good balance, you can lift your lower leg, or so you can lift your back leg. You can make the movement as deep, as difficult as you want, but you can always make the movement very soft, very easy, and just keep your toes on the ground. You can put your hands in your sides, in front of your heart, whatever you like. The most important thing is that the pose is stable. So don't make it too difficult. Don't go over that line for yourself. The most important thing is that you can breathe and that you're stable. If you force yourself, you're hardening your body, and with that you're hardening and make your mind more rigid. Come back on both feet, back to Warrior One, the first pose we did. When you breathe out, you can lower your hands, and when you breathe in, you come back to the front of your mat. Take a deep breath if you like. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You can just stay where you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see what I do. When you breathe in, you put your left foot back. Try to keep your weight evenly on both feet. Hands in front of your heart. Activate your stomach, your tummy muscles, so make yourself long. And when you breathe out, bend your front knee. Try to keep your weight on both feet. It's important that your knee doesn't go over your ankle too much. It's better for your ligaments. So try to make the pose stable and strong. And then we go to Warrior 3. So slowly move your weight towards your front foot. And you can keep your toes on the floor, or you can pick them up slightly off the floor and make a long movement. Try to keep one line with your upper body and your back leg. Try to keep your hips straight, so don't open your left hip. And keep breathing. When you breathe out, bend your front knee so you can slowly reach with the back foot towards the floor in Warrior 1 and step back to the front. If you want, you can just shake your body slightly, take a deep breath, try to feel how you're standing, how you feel, and then you can keep your hands in front of your heart again, or if you want to, you can put them in your sides, on both sides, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then you can bring your attention to your right foot and try to slowly bring all the balance, all the weight into the right foot and the right leg. And then slowly bring your left heel off the floor. You can keep your toes on the floor and then open your left knee to the left. Try to keep your hips straight, so don't sink into one hip. Use your stomach muscles, keep it even. If you're very comfortable, you can slightly move your foot up towards the other leg. tree pose. You can always keep your toes on the ground or a bit further away from the other leg. Try to feel your balance today. It can differ from day to day. Make the pose again stable and comfortable, not as hard as possible. And when you breathe out, slowly bring both feet back. And we're going to change sides. So go with your weight towards your left leg. Put your right toes on the floor and then open your right knee to the right. And try to see where you want to let your feet stand and make it to one pose, so don't keep changing it. If you want to, you can lift your hands above your head. Make yourself comfortable and stable. Keep breathing. And when you breathe out, slowly lower your left leg and relax again. You can take a deep breath if you like. If you want, you can close your eyes for a little bit and try to feel what the movements and the postures do with your body, with your breathing, maybe with your mind. And yoga is about becoming aware of your body, aware of all your thoughts, your feelings, your breathing, without doing anything. And then slowly come down to the floor in a sitting position. Try to relax where you're sitting. And from that sitting position, you can come down all the way lying on your back. Keep your knees up, your feet on the ground. And then you can walk your feet towards your hips. But keep them completely on the floor. And you can open them slightly. You can put your hands flat on the ground. And when you breathe in, you pull your navel towards your back. So your lower back is completely on the floor. And when you breathe out, lift your hips. And bridge pose. And try with every breath out to push slightly upwards. So keep your hips up and try to keep your strength evenly on your legs, your hips, your feet, your abdomen. And you can keep this pose longer. If you want, you can always come back. Again, don't push yourself. See how far you want to go. Make sure you can keep breathing softly, and when you breathe out, slowly come back down. And from there, one by one, you can slide your feet away from you. We go to Shavasana, the last pose, the relaxing pose. You can always keep your feet on the ground, a bit wider apart, and let your knees fall towards each other if it's more comfortable for your back. Maybe you want a cushion under your head or a blanket over your body. Just make sure you're comfortable. And you can maybe sigh or yawn a few times. Let all tension leave your body. And let yourself lie down. We're going to have a very short Shavasana because we just had a very short class. But just take a minute to completely relax. It's nice for your body to neutralize again in Shavasana. And try to follow your breathing. Relax your stomach, relax all muscles. And just follow every breath in and out. Feel how your whole body is carried by the ground. You don't have to do anything. And it's like with every breath out, you can sink a bit more into the floor. Like your body becomes more heavy. Breathe in and out. Try to keep your awareness with your body without doing anything. Then bring yourself back every time to your breath, to your body, and feel how you can relax, how every part of your body can relax. And you can slightly roll onto your right side. Take your time. You can take a few breaths there on the right side. And try to relax. And when you do come up to a sitting position, make sure you use as less force as possible. So try to keep your muscles as relaxed as possible. And when you sit, you can use a pillow for under your hips if you want, or you can always sit in a chair if you like. And when you're sitting comfortably, you can close your eyes again, and for one moment just bring your attention towards yourself, towards your body, your breath. Meditating is not emptying your mind or having no thoughts. You're not the one making the thoughts, they're just there. You can choose to come along with them, to go along, but you can also choose to just observe them, to know they're there, and to let go again. Just accept they are in your head and they're moving around, trying to activate you, but now you can be the observer. You don't have to do anything. What do you notice? Maybe it's physical, maybe it's just the thoughts or emotions. And try to accept whatever you feel. And like you discover everything. And because we've been moving around a little bit for the last 30 minutes, maybe it's more easy now to sit still. And because you can be quiet in the body, you might feel more quietness in the mind. Maybe it's more easy to observe now, to let go of whatever thoughts or feelings are arising. And keep your breathing comfortable. And whenever you feel you do get distracted by the thoughts, just bring yourself back to here, to now, to this moment, to the present. And then you can slowly bring your hands together in front of your heart. And then you can thank yourself for taking this time to pay attention towards yourself, towards your body, your soul, your mind. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or contact me through any of the social media